Jai Gurudev. So today here we are to talk about another new topic, okay, in computer science. It's about the data security. So it's very important because nowadays everything happens with the internet, right? Almost all the activities we do through internet. Yes. So what did all we do? We do shopping, even groceries, vegetables, everything we buy through by using internet. Yes. And we watch movies. Yes. So many activities. Most of our activities are done by using the internet. So when we are using internet, there is something we share. Yes. So most of these activities are done by using various applications. So whenever you are using an application, you need to download it sometimes. So you need to give few details about yourself. Yes. Now we'll see what is this personal data. I don't know how many of you know what is data. Data is a content or an information. And some of you might have heard about the database also. So it is a content or information about some topic or some about if it is a customer related customer database like that. So there are various information which are stored in some locations, that's called as database. Now, whenever I give my data, what is my data? My personal data. My personal data includes my name, my telephone number, contact number, my address. Okay. Then sometimes some application may ask you for your favorite food and any favorite thing which you use frequently. Okay. So all this information we started sharing nowadays. Yes, there was a time when some unknown person asked any details about your name or about your contact number. We used to think twice before sharing the information because we are told by our parents not to share any information to an unknown person. But if you see the scenario now, it's totally different. We share so many details with so many people. Yes, some are known, some are unknown. So when you download an application to do any activities of internet, maybe buying things or maybe watching a movie or maybe playing games, you download applications. Yes. So what these applications ask? They ask your information. Few application will ask a very little information. Few will ask more information. If you're using a device, it will ask the configuration of the device. Yes, and it will ask access for many of the features which is available in your system or might be in your mobile, any digital device which you are using. Now, why they need our information? To download, the basic thing or the first thing what we do is give our information. Why they need it? Okay, we will see. Do you share your information on the internet? Yes, most of us do that nowadays. Yes, because most of the work we have to do it by using internet. So we have to give. Generally what we give is contact number, email ID, date of birth and the name. Yes, some might ask your address also. Yes, we share everything nowadays with the applications or with any source which is from internet. Now, what they do with our personal data? When they collect our information like this, okay, all these application developers or maybe any source which is collected your data, what they are doing with that? Yes, that is very interesting story. Yes, okay. They share this data with someone else, okay, third party, or they might use it for their own purpose, maybe research purpose, okay, or might be for an advertisement or a marketing purpose. We don't know for what they are using, okay, but we can find out for what purpose they are collecting our information. How to do that? That also we will see. Now, how do they collect this information? Yes, see, some of the time we ourselves fill that form while downloading the application. Sometimes when we give access to the features available in our mobile. For example, when you download any application, it will ask, give access to a particular feature, maybe access to your camera, access to your microphone, access to your contact details, or address book, yes, gallery, yes, you might have seen. But what we do, we don't think much. We just say allow, allow, allow. Just like that, we'll keep on clicking for all the options given. Okay, there is another option called deny also, but we don't see that. We concentrate only on downloading that particular application and finishing our task. So whatever instruction comes in between, we ignore most of the time. Okay, so what happens when I give access to the galleries, to my contact details, to my location details through GPS, or my device activities through the IP address? Okay, and sometimes they might ask the configuration of your device. What do they do? Sometimes they keep track on our online activities or any activities we do with our mobile. Yes, that's what they do. The activities will be tracked and it will be sent to the other end, the source from where it has come. The request or access is given from that source. Okay, to that source, the data will be your information or your activity will be the tracked activity list will be sent to them. Okay, this is a common thing happens. Now we need to be a little cautious. That's what the main intention of making this video. Okay, so you can see your mobile. What are the contents we have? We have a messages, yes, email related message box we'll be having. Then photos will have, videos we will have. We have our browsing history, what all the content we have viewed from the web. Then contact details we'll have. Then we have a microphone, we have a location tracker. Yes, all these are available. These are the features given in the mobile. Now, when I download an application, it will ask access for all this. If you think there is an application called Truecaller, what it does, it finds out the caller. Whenever some unknown number comes, it will find out from whom it has come. The user who has called, that person's name will be highlighted, or it will be, you will come to know through by using Truecaller. Now, Truecaller taking access of your contact detail is fine, address book is fine, but do you think the Truecaller needs access to your videos, your photos, your gallery? I don't think so. So this is where we need to think. Yes, for which feature I should allow the access and for which feature I should deny. If that particular application is used for that particular work, then okay, it's related to photo editing. Yes, gallery access has to be given, but not the contact detail or address book. Yes, microphone. Yes. So you might have seen when you're using some application in the background, your microphone is working, your camera is working. Yes. So why to give access to few features which are not required for that particular application? This is what we need to think while giving access to the options available features in your mobile. Yes. Okay. Now you may ask, who gave the permission for these applications or the developers to track the activities? Yes, it is a policy. Yes, it happens. It is common nowadays. They want the database. Database is a very important thing right now. Okay, as much as data they have, because you know nowadays all the activities, the business, everything happens with the internet. So from where they get the customer? Through the database. Yes, so there is a chance that your data, collected data, might be included in the database of that particular application developer. He might be using for his advertising purpose, marketing purpose, research purpose. You want to give a better product next time. That is fine. But if it is given to a third party, then we need to think, because it's our data. Without our permission, our data need not be shared to another person, right? So these are the few things you need to think before while downloading an application. Do I need to share this data? Do I need to give the access to this particular content in my mobile or my device? Yes. Okay. So we are the one who are given permission or access to everything. Yes. Now, what else do these apps keep track on? What are the other things they do? Yes, these applications. Sometimes it might be in the form of a cookies. Okay, cookies are the small programs that will collect the information from that particular device and send it to the developer. Okay, this is also happening. That is especially through the websites. Okay, some genuine website will ask your permission. Do you want to install the cookies? Means with your permission, they will collect your information. Some cookies will come without your permission. That is not allowed. Okay, so that is not, you are not authorized, it is unauthorized, right? Yes, so there you need to be a little careful. Okay, when others comment, okay, now sometimes we post some comment, we post some photos, right? All this we do by using the social networking sites. What we do by doing this, we are creating a content in the internet. Yes, so we should be very careful because it's created by us. Until it is in my laptop, in my mobile, it is safe. Once it is out, like it is in the internet, it is in the web, you don't have a full control on that content. So we need to be very cautious whenever we post a comment, we upload something in a video or a photo. Yes, we need to be a little more cautious. Okay, like the outcome of that you need to know what is going to happen. Yes, you need to think a little bit. So nowadays you have seen, like, no, we have become so lazy. Even all the electronic gadgets at home, we use our smartphone to control that also. Yes, again you are sharing all the details about your electronic gadgets to your mobile, you're sharing it. So again the controlling is done by your mobile. So somewhere we are giving all our data to a open, keeping our data open. Yes. Okay, so device information, even the configuration, your camera, what is the MP, megapixel, everything will be tracked. Yes, so network and what are the other devices connected to your ISP, IP address. Okay, other devices that are nearby your network, all these are tracked. Yes. So how did I give permission? It's very simple. You just clicked on I agree, okay, to that whatever scrolled while you are downloading your application. You, without thinking, you didn't read the content. Yes, you didn't read the instruction. Just you clicked I agree, and many places you have given allow options. Now, actually, before we had a deny option also. Whenever you used to download something, deny option used to come, deny or allow. If you're okay, you will allow. If you're not okay, you will deny it. But nowadays they have become so smart, even they remove this deny options. You need to allow. So in that case, what I can do, if that particular application is required, I will download it. If it is not required and I don't think it is safe to share my details, okay, allowing access to all this is not required, then you can go for another application which will not ask for that, or you can write a report saying that I don't want to give information, this particular option I didn't find it safe, so I'm not accepting this, I'm not downloading this particular application. Yes, so nowadays all these are available. You can write a review, you can write a report. Yes, so in that way you can be little more aware. Yes, what should I do to protect my data? It's very simple. You need to read the privacy policies, okay, data policies of that particular application. Okay, most of the social networking sites, if you see, we don't know they have a other website which gives entire detail about that particular application or that social networking site. Go to that and read it. If I'm talking, many of you might be using some social networking sites, for example, Instagram. Okay, so just go and read their privacy policies. Just go and check what they are doing with our content, what they are doing with our photos or videos, whatever we have shared, what they are going to do with that. They might have mentioned that they might be giving this to a third party. Your data might be given to another party. So all such information is available. Yes, only the thing, as a user, I need to read that. Yes, I need to go through that. I need to spend little more time before venturing or exploring something, or before downloading some applications or some posting something. Okay. Yes. So I should have clicked deny option wherever required. For example, apps that play music or a game need not ask my location details. So there you need to think, do I need to really give permission for this particular feature? If not, you don't download it. Go for another application. Millions of applications available with the same service. Yes. What do they do with my data? See, most of the time the data that is collected, it will be in the database that might be used for the research purpose to improve the service or to product or to invent something new to give you a better quality or better product with the other features. Now, face recognition, you might have seen whenever you upload a photo, it will automatically tag few people. That is a face recognition because already their photo is in the database. So automatically it is finding who's this person and is going to tag it. So for that purpose, generally photos are used for that purpose. Okay, that is now the AI, artificial intelligence, that plays a very important role again in the with the database. Okay, then marketing and communications, you might be getting, once you give some email ID, you'll get a lot of emails from them, whether you are interested or not. The spamming, all such things are happening. Yes. Then information, so that is okay to some extent, it's okay. But if your information is shared to a third party, yes, then we need to be very careful. We already know so many applications are from a particular country is banned in India. So we need to know why it is banned. What is the reason? Yes. Okay. Why should I keep my data safe? It's your data or it's my data. I have an entire right on that. Yes. So I should know where to use it, whom to give it. I should be aware of that. What's happening with my information? Yes. It should not reach the hands of fraudsters. Yes. In internet, we know there are so many things which is not so constructive also happening. So it should not reach to their hands. So I should be careful. Yes. Then because we don't know who is in the other end, as I told before and all, we used to think before giving your information. Nowadays we don't think twice to share our information to any unknown person. Yes, because of internet. Your data security cannot be handled by the police department. Okay, anything happens, there are so many cyber crimes are happening. Yes, it is a long process. So it is better not to have such problems. So what we should be very careful. We should be very cautious while doing any activities in the internet. It is very simple. I need to think before doing. Okay, before giving work to my finger, just clicking on agree or downloading something, I need to give work to my mind or my brain. Yes. More things you need to know. Yes, related to the database. Yes. Now, very soon in India also will be having the data protection bill. Okay, then there might be a control on that. Yes, but before that, we need to be very smart and we need to think before downloading any application. Do I really require that? What are the access it's asking, whether I really need to give it? That I need to think. Then don't go for a website which looks little fishy or not, doesn't look so genuine. Yes. And go and check. Most of the applications will be having their website web pages. It gives in detail information about their data privacy policy. So read it before sharing anything. Yes. How to protect my data on the internet? Once it goes to the internet, you cannot have full control on your data. See, if it is in my laptop, I can control that. It is in my hand. Anytime I can delete it. Yes, but if it is not in the laptop, it is gone out. I have posted it. I have uploaded it. Then we don't have entire control on that because so many people might have shared it. Yes, it would have reached into so many devices. Yes or no? Or millions of users might have used it and they would have downloaded it. So now you don't have a control on that data which you already shared in that. So be careful. As I told, check the cookies policies. Okay, don't share your very personal information to those websites which you are not comfortable with or you don't feel it's the genuine. Okay, now and use less public Wi-Fi's. Don't use much public Wi-Fi's because most of the time these public Wi-Fi's are doing eavesdropping or they are keeping a track on your online activities. Then there, you might have heard about the encryption. So most of the genuine softwares or applications have a encryption option. Means when I send some message, before it reaches to the receiver, in between the transit time, it will be encoded. Nobody can read it. It is in non-readable format. That is called as encryption. So what we use Zoom, or if you are using WhatsApp, they all have this feature. Your data is not readable in between. Okay, only till it reaches to the receiver, there only it gets decoded. Yes. Okay, we already discussed where do they save the user's data? In the server. Once I post it, it goes to the server. Okay, it might be their own server, it might be a third party server, or it's called as a cloud memory also. Yes, that's why we should be careful. So available to the public, once it is in the server, in the cloud memory, it might be available to the public. It should not be used for a destructive purpose or for a personal benefit of anyone. Okay, so I have discussed very little about this. Yes, it is a huge topic. So we can ourselves be doing research, exploring something, okay, getting information about this database and the data security bill, and why should I keep my data safe? Okay, all this we can do it ourselves, and we need to be a little more careful while sharing our information in the internet. Okay. So you need to be very careful, because all that in your fingers. Yes, only the mind and the finger should work together. There should be correlation between them. Then there is no problem. We can explore so many things in internet. Yes. Now, and one more thumb rule I want to say: any content you're watching, you're reading, make sure it is comfortable even when you sit with your parents. Okay, that is a safe browsing. If you're comfortable to watch any content or read any content in front of your parents, okay, then it might be a safe content. Okay, that is a thumb rule we need to remember. Whenever you feel it's not safe, you're not comfortable, okay, watching in front of your elders, then that data, that content, okay, that may not be safe for you. So be a wise user and make sure you are very safe while using the internet.